SeaStar Solutions manufactures a wide range of inboard type steering cylinders. The steering cylinder provides the force required to turn the rudder left and right. Steering cylinders are made up of either anodized aluminum or brass. Both versions utilize a stainless steel shaft and are well built for the marine environment. Most cylinders have a 7-inch stroke, which is the norm within the marine industry. Cylinders with shorter and longer strokes are available for custom applications. It is critical that a cylinder with enough force is selected for your application. Once you select a cylinder with enough force to handle the steering loads, you will match the best possible helm pump to provide easy steering as well as acceptable wheel turns from hard over to hard over. Depending on the application, we offer 3 unique inboard steering systems: manual inboard systems, engine-driven power steering systems, and DC electric power steering. A manual system utilizes a standard SeaStar helm pump, steering hose, and a steering cylinder. When turning the steering wheel, fluid is pumped through the helm to the steering cylinder, resulting in a turn to the desired direction. Manual systems are generally used on boats up to 45 feet in length, which are fitted with a standard rudder design. As with all SeaStar hydraulic steering systems and multiple steering stations, power assist and autopilots can be easily added during or after the installation. For boats that require more force, we offer a power steering system. This system utilizes a standard SeaStar helm pump, steering hoses, power steering cylinder, oil reservoir, oil cooler, oil filter, and an engine-driven pump. When the helm pump is turned, fluid is sent to the power steering cylinder, where it actuates the servo valve mounted on the cylinder. This valve then moves to the appropriate side, allowing fluid from the engine-driven power pump to complete the turn. In the case of an engine being shut down, the system reverts to manual steering. Also, for boats that require more force than a manual system, you can choose from an electric power assisted steering system. This system utilizes a standard SeaStar helm pump, DC power unit, and a power steering cylinder. When the helm pump is turned, fluid is sent to the steering DC power unit, where it is then transferred to the power steering cylinder, resulting in a turn to your desired position. In the case of an electrical failure on board, the system reverts to a manual steering system. The DC power unit is that of a 24-volt and is shipped with a 12 or 24-volt autopilot pump. The manual steering system, when using a 1.7 helm pump, can be plumbed using SeaStar Solutions 3/8-inch nylon tubing. This tubing comes in several cut-to-fit lengths for easy installations. For systems using 2.0 or larger helm pumps, we recommend the use of SeaStar outboard type hose only. Use of the 3/8-inch nylon tubing with helm pumps 2.0 and larger will result in more effort at the steering wheel. Both the engine-driven and electronic power-assisted systems utilize the SeaStar outboard steering lines for the manual portion of the system only, helm pump to steering cylinder. The power steering lines are not supplied by SeaStar Solutions. They can be purchased locally from any hydraulic hose supplier. To ensure system safety and performance, we highly recommend that you review the plumbing diagrams shown in the installation manuals to select and purchase the correct hose. Before ordering any steering component, it is critical to select the proper steering cylinder for your application. Once the cylinder is chosen, you will then choose the best possible helm pump to match the application. The following needs to be taken into account before ordering: length of boat, quantity and horsepower of engines, rudder size, hull design, including planning or displacement, and commercial or pleasure use. We created a general application chart to help you select the proper cylinder and helm. This chart should only be used with standard, normal-sized rudders. For larger rudders, or for boat lengths not covered in the chart, we recommend consulting with SeaStar Technical Support to have the steering loads reviewed. As with all SeaStar Solutions hydraulic steering systems, you can install multiple steering stations and/or autopilots. Be sure when ordering steering components you also order any additional fitting kits to add another helm pump and/or an autopilot pump. To have fingertip automotive type steering, you can add a SeaStar Power Assist unit to any manual inboard system. The SeaStar Power Assist unit cannot be added to the engine-driven or DC electric power steering system.